Hello everyone, I'm your host Aquaman, and welcome back to another episode of Morrowind. In today's episode, we are going treasure hunting. Serious treasure hunting. The rain has stopped, thank you so much. We are back at Telfire. We haven't been here in a long time, although the last time we were in here, I believe we were doing Telvanni work. And now all the quests that are associated with Telfire have been dealt with, except for exploring the Corpusarium, which we didn't really do, but we are certainly going to do it today. I am heading to the Corpusarium, and I am going to loot Telfire of all of its treasures, as much as I possibly can without killing anybody, if possible. I don't know if I have a Calm Humanoid spell. Let me check to see if I have one of those. It may be important. If not, hopefully I'll have a scroll that does it, because it's probably going to be very, very important. Let's see, calm, there is no Calm Humanoid spell. Okay, hopefully I can buy one from someone in the tower. If things go horribly wrong, then everybody will, in fact, have to die, but we need to get... You are right in the way of the door.
Be well, traveler.
Well, maybe you're not. Yeah, he's gonna come kill me. Okay, so, the way this is gonna work is, we need to go through the Corpusarium, loot every single treasure chest, and not kill any of the Corpus monsters within. This may be difficult, but I am going to try my darn hardest, assuming he walks out of the doorway. That's it, keep going. Alright, follow me, dude. Follow me, dude. I'm going to leave that gate open because I don't really care. Now, we certainly have the necessary armor to protect us, so I'm not worried about taking hits. In fact, I would actually welcome monsters to catch up to me and hurt me because I do need to train my light armor skill. I have no idea what is in all these chests. I have never bothered to find out before. But today, I am certainly going to find out everything that we can loot. This first one has Divath's 678th key and an Ornate Dwemer goblet. Well, I don't know if that's actually going to be worth anything. Well, maybe the goblet will be worth something. Nah, what the heck, I'll take the key instead just so that I can say I've been here and looted this one. What's next? Is there another one up in here somewhere? I'm not seeing anything, so I'm going to say no. Let's go this direction now. That is actually a door to somewhere else. The bowels. Yeah, everybody wants to explore the bowels. Doesn't that just sound all kinds of pleasant? I see another chest over here. And that's actually still locked, so... What? I didn't unlock it right away with the master pick? That's weird. Okay, what's next then? Anything over here? Not really. I think he tried to hit me and failed. It's a little bit hard to see in 3D dimensions here, which is what the D stands for. So, pardon me if I'm a little bit disoriented when I'm looking at a wall and questioning whether or not that's actually a tunnel. Another door to the same place. I am looking for anything that might resemble a treasure chest. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have enough time in this episode to get, as I mentioned last episode, a illegal weapon. Old gate. Well, let's go ahead and open that up. Maybe we'll get him to walk out of here. I think there might be a treasure chest down below us in that pool of water. The Dwarfskin drum again. This one has... Oh, yay! A level up! I was not expecting to get one this episode. I certainly won't complain about that. 2 Dwemer coins. Okay, well... We've had better. I can hear you up here. Pardon me, sir. I know you just came out of this gate, but I want to go back in and see what you were hanging around with. Here's a chest. And what does this one have for us? Surely we could open these up with the keys I'm collecting, but, you know, why skip off on the security skills? Are you gonna come in? Oop! None of you hit me! Wow, am I just that agile, or was I that fast? Anything in this pool of water now? Oh, water, how I hated thee. I'm not seeing Jack. Up here, it looks like? Okay, yeah. More watery death, alright. Beware the death fish. Any chests in here? Nothing? Really? Is this all just one big dead end? Or am I overlooking something? If you guys are seeing a chest, let me know and I'll pick it up next weekend, but I don't see anything in here. That's weird. Very much dead end. Aside from the mushrooms, but, you know, if you want the mushrooms, go ahead and take them, but I think I'm good on mushrooms for now. And no one else is coming to kill me? Well, he might in a second. Maybe I should take a nap? I can take a nap. Alright, let's take a nap. That was a long time to take a nap, though. Very interesting and simple stuff. Willpower up by 2. Endurance is thankfully up by 4. Speed up by 3. I am happy with this. I'm only level 48. Interestingly enough, we are quite far from the highest level character in Vanilla Morrowind. But that's quite nice. I am happy with this. Now, what other chests can we find? Oh yeah, because we found the Guarskin drum, the Corpus are not going to be hostile in this area. I like that. That makes things much easier on me. Another key and 6 Hornet Drummer goblets. Okay. Maybe you could probably come in here for some of those Dwemer quests that we had much earlier in the game, like for the Thieves Guild and whatnot. Get us some Dwemer goblets for them. I'm sure you need a lot more Dwemer-related objects, but, you know, it's a little bit of a cheat spot. Not a very easily exploitable one, considering they're all in level 100 locked chests and trapped as well, but even so. Come on, give me some more, give me some more, give me some more. I was sure there would be more artifacts in here. I promised you guys artifacts today, and I'm almost halfway through the episode and I haven't seen any yet. Well, wow, 2 in one spot. I'm pretty sure I can unlock all these stuff and not get in trouble. I did just get an autosave when I tried to level up, so I'll try it. Volendrung, there's an artifact, along with 50 Dwemer coins, which very impressive. Volendrung is an unenchanted artifact related to Malakath, I believe, and the orcs. One of the, well, actually it's not one of the heaviest warhammers in this game. It is in other games, like stupid heavy. I'll go ahead and take that just because I can say that I picked it up. And anything in here? Plenty of dwarven stuff. The Ransom of Zarek, the Seed, and these are actually quite expensive books. I'll take all of them. Azura in the Box. That sounds like children's nursery rhyme. Speaking of which, Son of the Alchemist. And the Dowry, I think I read that before. And the Importance of Where. That one sounds very much like a Dr. Seuss book. Uh-oh. Well, maybe I shouldn't have done all that. And I cannot read during battle. Well, they're going to come and kill me. And I'll just go ahead and kill them so I can say that I can. Yes. So, most of those weren't really all that important. I mean, the Dwemer coins, yeah, those certainly looked really good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to reload and then come back in here and just say, I tried. Did you reflect on me or something? Oh, I'm out of arrows. I did only have one more arrow of that type anyway. You are mostly chameleon, though you are a very big guy. I don't think it even... Oh. With this character's death, the thread of prophecy is severed. Restore a save game to restore the Weave of Fate, or persist in the doom world you have created. This message comes up when you have killed a character that is important to the main quest. So Yagram Bagarn had a what? Yagram's key. Okay. And Oops Fire had not very much stuff in here. Well, I'll go ahead and read some of these books so I can see whether or not I've read them before. There's an axe skill book. The Ransom of Zarek. Already read that one. The Importance of Where. Dr. Seuss teaches you blunt weapons. The Dowry is security skill. I kind of want that. Then we've got the Son of the Alchemist, which I'm sure is an alchemist book, but we've already read that before. After that, the last one is Azura in the Box. I have read this one before. It's pretty interesting. Okay, with all that being done, I am now going to reload my game and come back in here after I've read this one over here. Tamrielic Lore. This one is a very interesting one. It tells you of a lot, not all, of the artifacts that are available in the game. It's a very interesting read, and you can learn a little bit more about some of the in-game lore and what people are saying about some of these artifacts. If you want to, you can scroll back and read through it. It's pretty interesting if I remember correctly, But there's nothing else in here that I want, so let's reload the game and get back to this point, and I'll see if I can grab some of this stuff sneakily. There we go, that's the way to do it. Nobody suspects a thing. And I did just come back in here and get that one as well, so Volendrun is ours again. Now then, I know they're not useful for any more quests, but I do want to keep them alive for 2 reasons. Well, a few reasons. Oopsfire is the nicest person. Ironically, she was the first to attack us when she saw that we had stolen some stuff, but even so, she's the nicest person in the tower, and the most gentle and understanding of all those infected in here, so she's a good person. She really is a good person, and I don't want to kill her. Also, Yagran Bagarn, the last living dwarf, and he can actually translate some of the Dwemer written books and Aldmeri's books that we come across in our travels. We take them to Yagran Bagarn, and he will translate them and tell us sort of what they mean. So I'd really like to keep him alive. I highly doubt that I'm going to take him any books, but, you know, it's a thing that can happen, so I'd rather keep him alive if at all possible. Now then, what's next? What's next? Dun 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 dun. I think we're done in here. So yeah, cool. Next, we're going to head upstairs to. Yeah, I know you see me just.
What is it, Sarah?
Sarah. I love that word. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a nostalgic love of Morrowind in me that makes me want to hear the word Sarah. And I think there's somebody behind that door back there that we have for a Great House quest, but I'm not really interested. This one has a what? Devas 1008th key. I'll just take those as long as nobody's looking at me. I said we're going to loot this tower, and darn it, I am going to. I don't know if I can get this one as easily as the others, so I'm probably going to do a quick save. And that did it. Okay. As long as we're looting the tower, we might as well do stuff in here that we never come back and do later. And here's this lady, who I think is being held hostage, and then Devathfire actually forgot about her.
Is there something you need?
Who are you? Did my father send you? Should we travel together and get out of this place? Yeah, probably, but I don't really care. Hold on, you offer training. Athletic, short blade, and light armor. I highly doubt I can get any sort of training from you. I can actually get athletics training, which I am honestly very grateful for, because it is so difficult to... There you are. It is so difficult to train athletics. I'm actually going to shut this door so you don't walk out if you're on your own. Go away. Fine, you can come in here.
What do you want?
I just broke into your back room to get some training from this lady. I hope you don't mind. I am really going to get some serious upgrades next time I level up. Assuming that this is relative to anything that I currently am trying to increase. Alright, that's probably plenty. I locked them both in that room. While she's in there, is there anything in here that I want to loot? No. Okay. So next, what else can we get in here?
How are you?
I am wonderful. I am weighed down by so much stuff right now, actually. Yeah, not too bad. I emptied my inventory of a lot of stuff, including potions that I don't think we're really going to need, right before this episode started. So there's a lot more room in my inventory. I was expecting to get a ton of stuff when I came in here, and that's what I'm doing. Why do you only have journeyman stuff available for alchemy? That is so weird. He's the oldest character in this entire series, the wisest in the entire, and yet he only has low-level alchemy equipment? Maybe it's some kind of challenge for him. Maybe he's not the perfect alchemist, so he's sort of giving himself a little bit of a challenge to get better. That's what I'm going to try to believe. Or maybe he's trying to train his daughters to do more with less. I don't know. I have no idea how this guy's mind works. He's very interesting. Certainly not the kind of guy that I could see myself being, because he's experimental with some of his test subjects and whatnot, but I kind of want to take these Grand Soul Gems, like this one and this one. I don't know if I will, though, because there are very kind people in this tower. That probably got me off the hook. Who else is in here? Nobody. Alright. Doing great so far. I can't jump that high. So I need to go to my magic, and I've been carrying this thing around forever. I'm glad that I still have some sort of use for it. However, it is at the very bottom of my magic list. Well, second from the bottom. There we go. And yeah, there we go. Too bad it lasts for 30 seconds. Maybe I should make my own levitate item or weapon or spell or whatever so that I can use a shorter lasting levitate spell. Hi, David Fire. There's that lady over there. I think that this is a closet we need to break into, but I can't sneak as long as levitate is in effect. There we go. Thank you. Come on. There we go. Sneak mode. Let's go ahead and grab something from over here. I'll do this one. I was using the Master's Lockpick earlier because I didn't want to get caught by the Corpus monsters, but yeah, it's okay. Wow. Okay, this one is pretty strong actually. And then it goes with one shot and the next one to grab. Alrighty then. Cuirass of the Savior's Hide. This is something I've been really looking forward to getting. It's a light armor with resist magic 60% constant effect. Really, a constant effect 60%. Now, here's what we're going to do. I am currently wearing a custom-made glass cuirass called Wild Ironheart. I've named it myself. It's an armor rating of 138 compared to the 221 of the Savior's Hide. It gives me a constant effect of resist magic 49%. That's the best I could do. But this one is resist magic for 60%. Did I see something really weird on that? Huh, maybe not. Okay, it's not a constant effect, but you kind of know what I mean. Anyway, a constant effect over a temporary effect. I think that the Cuirass of the Savior's Hide is something I am going to wear forever now. Finally, Wild Ironheart has been retired. Which begs the question now. How much magic resistance am I doing now? I've certainly got a lot on me. I want to know exactly how much I'm resisting magic for. Resist magic, resist, there it is. 20 and 60%, so there's an 80% chance that any magic spell cast on me will not affect me at all, provided I have the Ring of Finaster on. And I could even improve that further. So all I need is 20% more, and I will be able to resist pretty much every magic effect in the game forever, unless I will it to not be. Okay, I'm falling now. That's not what I wanted. And of course I need to equip my magic and not my weapon if I'm going to use this thing properly. Okay. Nothing really in there. Well, your dad's over there in the other room keeping an eye on you. Not a whole lot in here. So now we only have one more room to go. There's some good stuff in here. I don't know how much of this we're allowed to take and not get in trouble. I know there are some things, but not everything. So this may require a few reloads to figure everything out.
A warm welcome to you.
Good to see you too, sir. This key right here I know we can take, but I don't need it anymore. I have no more use for it. This might be interesting to read. Oh, it's even more of the... Huh. Armor of the Savior's Hide, which I assume is related to the cuirass we just picked up, but I have no idea what Dagon's protonymic is. I will certainly read over this stuff later. He's got some interesting things in here. Alright, so I think we can get into this chest without a problem. I think. Possibly. So before we do anything, I'm going to save one more time, and let's see what we can get out of this guy. I am surprised and a bit disappointed. I thought you were the Nerevarine. Why haven't you fulfilled the prophecies? Is something wrong? Did you do something you shouldn't? I've heard rumors that Archcanon Tholar Sayani, the High Priest of the Temple, is desperate and that he asked that you come speak with him at the High Fane in Vivek City. If there is some problem, maybe you should go talk to Saryani. What are you talking about? But I have fulfilled the prophecies. Bit of bad news, I'm afraid. The potion doesn't seem to work on others. Tried it on 2 hopeless cases. Killed them outright. Deader than a garlic snail. What? But is there anything I can help you with? Yeah, is there anything more I can get from you about stuff? I'm assuming not. Yep, nothing really in here. Alright, so the first thing I want to do... let's go for the chests. I'm quite sure I'm going to have at least one reload. Well, if nothing else, I got through these two alright. Maybe some of the keys I've picked up will be able to unlock these chests. Getting away with that one alright. What about this one? Anytime, dude. Inside this one, we have a Daedric Sanctuary Amulet. This is a one-time use amulet. No, there is nothing enchanted on it. And you should enchant it yourself. He has a lot of keys. We can take this and not get in trouble. We can probably take that key and not get in trouble. But I'm sure that if we take the coin, we won't get in trouble. Alright. And in this one we have Scourge. Another artifact. Blunt weapon, one-handed, pretty strong. It summons a Dremora and Scamp for 30 seconds. That's pretty cool. It's both an offensive and defensive weapon. Definitely going to take that. After that, this will probably get me in trouble, but I want to see if there's anything under this bowl.
I'll deal with you.
Yep, that got me in trouble. This is, in fact, one of the most powerful creatures in the game. Or individuals in the game. He's level 65, and I can barely hurt him. Yeah, I am going to die, aren't I? My goodness gracious. There is still someone a lot stronger than me. Oh sure, this time you unlock it perfectly. Well, gonna take everything in there and everything in here. And I was thinking earlier that I could try to kill this guy and then reload just to see what all he has on him aside from the Daedric stuff. But man, you were looking good, dude. What is... Huh, never saw that skull on your pelvis before. I wonder if that's like a Daedric belt. That'd be funny if Daedric made clothing, or Daedra made clothing armor. Pieces of equipment. You know what I mean. Anyway... Mostly they killed us with magic too, so that means I'm definitely not fully resisting all magic. So all of this being done, the only thing in this tower I have not looted is Divath Fire himself. But we got the Daedric Sanctuary Amulet, and this thing is exploitable. I don't know if it's completely exploitable. I don't think I'm going to try. Maybe I should try on my own. Maybe I should look this up. I'm going to go ahead and look this up. I don't like to do this stuff in between episodes, but... Or while I'm in the middle of episodes, that went right over your head, dude. How did that happen? Anyway, I'm going to look up some extra information really fast, because if I can exploit this stuff, I have one shot at this, and I would really, really like to see if this is something I can do. Okay, it turns out it is not possible to exploit this in the way that I was thinking. It is still exploitable, but not in any way I can do. What's about to happen is I'm going to be transported somewhere, and Divine Intervention and Almsheavy Intervention will not work. I can recall to this place, but I can't get out if I bring myself in there. Scripted teleportation will work, and this is something that I mentioned a long time ago, back when I was still doing Blood Moon quests. When you take a nap and the werewolves come to kidnap you, they can't kidnap you while you're inside this place, so that is another way to escape. However... I kind of used that up already. So, before we go in here, I want to make sure that I am fully equipped with everything and anything that I am willing to do. I want to be as powerful as possible before I go into this place. I'd really like to use the Spear of the Hunter, but I'm not sure how strong my spear skill is. 46? Yeah, I'm going to use my Longblade skill instead, which is at 100. Although that is a little bit uncharged. Maybe I should try to charge it up a bit. I don't really have anything aside from Grand Souls, so... guess I'm using a Grand Soul to recharge my Shadow Steen. Didn't seem to do a whole lot, but okay. I think that's the best we can do. Got the Ring of Finaster and Mirar's Ring on. So, Magic Well is going to come off. Oh my goodness, this is going to be something special. Put on the Daedric Sanctuary Amulet. Let's travel to Magas Volar. Well, that was an interesting transport. There's only one enemy in here. There are no doors anywhere in this place. That is a Daedra that, or a Dremora? One of those two. That is carrying an illegal weapon. Not illegal in this for the game, but nobody in Morrowind or anywhere in the world is allowed to have these weapons. In fact, all of them were destroyed. It is that powerful and notorious of a weapon, and we are about to get it. As soon as he stops shooting fireballs at us. I have no idea how strong these things are, but I'm actually laughing pretty good at this. Internal laughing, shut up. Now let's go ahead and kill him. No, I got infected anyway. Come on. Oh, hey, we're both in chameleon effect. Looks like he has a reflex spell on him. I'm glad I got the chameleon and not the poison. You are getting very poisoned there, dude. Okay, get out your weapon. Come on then. Oh, too late. You have defeated the Lord Dregas Volar. The Daedric amulet that brought you to this place disappears from your inventory, but is replaced by Volar's own weapon. You now wield the Crescent Blade. Where the heck am I? Oh. I guess that's one way to get teleportation from here, or back to here. When we kill him, he dies, and then we instantly get teleported out of here. Or I should say, out of there. And it is possible, for a split second, to loot his corpse before we get transported out. So it is possible to do that. I wasn't ready for it, but now it's too late, and we're not going to get a second weapon. I guess we don't really have much need for it, but yeah. Anyway, let's kill this Betty Natch because I don't want him screaming in my ear. Come back here, girl. There. That leather is mine. Okay, so now I should be quite weighed down. 573 out of just under 400 that we had before. That's pretty strong. Yep. Okay, where is this thing? There it is. The Daedric Crescent. 180,000. Certainly not as much as some of our other weapons we've gotten here. But Volendrun is only worth 600? That's insane. Yeah, Scourge is definitely more powerful, but Daedric Crescent, slash 20 to 50, that's pretty powerful. It disintegrates armor and paralyzes on strike. What? This is a very strong and very light two-handed weapon. Let me equip this thing and show you what it looks like. Yeah, look at that profile picture. You have an idea of what's coming. Also, my wrist has disappeared. That's weird. Daedric Crescent is a... I mean, look at this thing. This is a double weapon. This is a two-handed lawn blade weapon. This is awesome. I love this weapon. I really, really love this weapon. It swings fast, too, for a two-handed weapon. Whee! Anyway, that was quite a bit of artifacts. It didn't really show up until we were like halfway through the episode, give or take. I've been playing for quite a while, so I should really end the episode. Speaking of which, thank you everyone for joining me for Morrowind today. Wasn't a whole lot of action except right there at the end, and then when we blew up. But Kevin is now much more powerful. I am unfortunately going to deposit most of the artifacts that we got today in my house, or houses, and yeah, we are done for the day. If there's something you guys would like to see next weekend, do let me know. I look forward to your suggestions. Come back next time when we will do more Morrowind, heading off to wherever the heck you guys want me to go. I need to kill something with the Daedric Crescent. Where is something I can kill with the Daedric Crescent? Maybe I can kill a slaughterfish. See you next time, everyone. Take care. Fine, I'll kill a mud crab. That was satisfying.